Hey YouTube! I just wanted to start off by saying that the purpose of this channel is to hopefully reduce stigma and raise awareness around mental health. Mental health is my life and I'm super passionate about it. It's been a part of my life since I was 9 years old, and I seen my grandma and my aunt working and helping people, and I just seen how powerful that was, so I definitely wanted to jump on board and be a part of it. I'm also a young adult who has a behavioral health diagnosis, so it's been a part of my life, I guess, in both ways, in a professional way and a personal way. So I'm doubly passionate about it, and I really hope this makes a difference. Like, I really hope it reaches somebody and it's able to help somebody. So that's what's up. That's what I'm doing. But I guess it makes the most sense to start off by introducing myself. My name is Stephanie McFarland. I am 23 years old, and I'm from a very small town in Kentucky. I don't know where everybody else is at, and I don't know who this is going to reach, but I'm from Kentucky, and it is hot and muggy and gross down here in the summertime. It is awful. It is really awful. But you know, this is really intimidating for me because most of the public speaking stuff I've done has been in front of an audience where I can see people's faces and their facial expressions and what they're thinking, and for some reason staring at myself talking into a camera is way more intimidating. Like, wow. But yeah, I'm gonna work through that because that's exactly what I stand for, so I'm gonna push through that. But just letting you guys know, my anxiety's ridiculous right now. It is crazy. But it is what it is, and I'm just gonna do it. Some bullet points I really wanted to hit on, because this is my first video. It's just kind of an introductory video. But let's see. Oh, I've been a part of the advocacy business for about 8 years. So I started in high school. I was a sophomore in high school, actually. And I've been doing it ever since then. Through that time, I've learned what an impact my voice and my experiences have on other people. So I try to do that, and I try to do it with integrity and try to do it with my head held high, because I know that it does make a difference. I've seen it make a difference. And now I'm bringing that to YouTube. So, yep, that's what's up. And, you know, I'm really grateful now for those experiences and situations I had growing up, because now I'm able to use those as a positive message to reach out to other young adults, teenagers, I guess like preteen, that's middle school, I'm pretty sure, or whatever. Anyway, I'm able to reach out to other people who have those same type of experiences. So that's been really cool. That's been very powerful and very moving. So I really like that I'm able to do that, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful and all those wonderful things. But since this is also my personal YouTube channel, I don't want to just talk about mental illness from the professional side. I am going to be very vulnerable, very raw, very open, and just kind of honest about me and my life and what it's like, just because, like I said, that's powerful, you know, to hear from someone who does struggle, and I think that it means more and holds more weight when you say things from the same perspective. Yeah, so I really wanted to try a different approach, because most of the time when I talk about it, it's been from a professional standpoint now. But I'm going back to talking about, like, personal stuff, just because. Oh yeah, I also wanted to let you guys know that not only will you be seeing my face sometimes, but you will also be seeing the faces of my peers. and my, I guess in a sense, coworkers that I get to see and work with, and they're really awesome youth leaders. They come from the same side of the mental health world, so they also have their own personal experiences, if that's a behavioral health diagnosis, or if they're in recovery from addiction, or those types of things. And they've been so gracious to say, hey, I will sit on your YouTube channel with you, and I will share my message, and I will try to help you accomplish the goals that you're trying to reach for, so I'm really thankful for them, and shout out to you guys. I love you guys. You guys are like thebomb.com. You're my favorite people ever, and I really appreciate the help. So, and I'm definitely gonna need it, and I feel like YouTube could benefit from hearing your stories as well. So yeah, but other times you're gonna be stuck with me, so that's what's up. Sorry, but yep. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that everyone's aware that the topics that will be discussed on this YouTube channel will be very broad. Some of the things that we'll be talking about is self-esteem and recovery and lived experience and youth voice and advocacy, and all those wonderful things. And then other times, some of the topics we will talk about will be a little heavier, a little harder to hear, and a little harder for me to talk about, just because they really need to be talked about. And those topics kind of range from like bullying to suicide awareness, mental health hospitals, stuff like that. And that's some pretty heavy stuff, and I don't want to trigger anybody. I hope that doesn't trigger anybody, but I will always post a trigger warning in the description box below when I plan on talking about kind of heavy topics, but I promise it will be done in a way that's not super harmful to people, or at least I hope that it's not. But if you think that at any time that it's going to be harmful to your mental health, don't watch it, because that's not what I want to do. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I want to accomplish. So just don't watch it. If you scroll through the channel and you're like, oh, okay, there's this video about suicide and suicide awareness, and you have a personal experience with that, or you know somebody that has maybe passed away from suicide or something like that, and that's something that you can hear right now, then just don't watch it. Just don't. Take care of yourself and your needs, and be aware of, where you're at in your mental health journey, because like I said, I don't want to hurt people. I love people. I'm super compassionate. That's the last thing I'd want to do, is to harm somebody or harm their recovery. So, please don't put yourself in a position where you're hurting or you're super vulnerable, because that's not what I want to do at all. I love people. I want to help people. So that's what I'm trying to do. And educate other people who don't really understand mental health, because there's a lot of negative things said about mental health and said about people with mental health diagnoses, and I don't know where everyone else is from, but where I'm from, it's very taboo, and you don't talk about your mental health, and you don't talk about your experiences, because it makes you look like a crazy person. But mental health is just as real as any kind of physical health diagnosis, and you should not be ashamed of it. You should not be ashamed to say that you're struggling with something and you're getting help, because at least you're aware, and because you're aware of what's going on with you, you're able to get help for your problem, and when you get help for your problems, you're able to live a life of recovery and happiness. So it really benefits you. And other people can have negative things to say if they want to, but bipolar disorder, anxiety, PTSD, depression, schizophrenia, whatever, is just as real as if someone breaks their leg. Just because it's inside your head and people can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. So don't be afraid to speak up and say what's on your mind, because it's probably very powerful, and chances are there's other people around you who want to say the same thing but are too scared to. So at least that's what I've learned in my experience. Anyway, this is kind of an introductory video, and it's just kind of basically to talk about things that's going to be talked about on the channel, videos that's going to be posted. Like I said, it's also my personal channel, so you will see some probably goofy home videos of me and my family, or my niece, or my friends, or whatever, on here, because that's my life. My life's not just mental health, and you know, I live a normal, happy life with my diagnosis, with my experiences. I'm able to be like a normal person. So, yep. Anyway, I think that's all I have for this video, but I am posting another video later tonight, so please stay tuned for that. I'm probably going to talk about anxiety, just because I've had uber anxiety today, like ridiculous. Like, my anxiety was so bad today, I threw up. That's how bad my anxiety was. It was awful. Just because I knew I had to do this video, and like I said, it's super intimidating. This is the 10th time I've recorded this. And I am posting this one, by the way. I'm not deleting it. I am posting this one. But yeah, the next video I'll be talking about anxiety and going in depth with that, and how I deal with my anxiety. And hopefully that's helpful to somebody who's watching. But that's all I have for this one, and thank you guys so much for taking your time and watching, and please subscribe and hit a like button and comment and whatever you want to do. I'm open, and shoot me a message if you have any questions. That's it. So see you later, guys.